Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Spursy Across the Pond. I'm sure many of you are anticipating the England Mexico match this evening. I will be as well. Let's get it done. Let's get rid of Mexico. As a U.S. supporter, I have no problem with Mexico going out in the tournament. And now let's get on to the Spurs business. What do we have here? Radu Dragusin is out the door. Anybody really surprised by that? Loan with an obligation to buy to Florentina. 1.5 million loan fee, purchase option 17, X amount of games played, all of that. I'm sure there's probably some other conditions. Could go up to 21, 24 million. That'd be cool. Great deal. I think we got more out of his agent than we did him on the pitch. So the fact that he's off, not a big, huge deal, right? Got to get players out. Once again, the whole thing with the youth players and blah, blah, blah. I don't think anybody's really going to be upset about this guy going on. Plus, there's a 10% sell-on clause for the profit. So there you go. What else are we going to do there? Fantastic. Another thing that's been kind of getting on me a bit here is this whole Daniel Levy nonsense. We all know who the big Daniel Levy supporter is. Love that guy. Love listening to his show. Kind of gets the eye roll going, though, when he comes on and just says how great Levy was and all of that. I understand. The financial part of what's happening now can totally be traced back to him. And great. He built the stadium, whatever else, blah, 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 blah. All that money, great. I care about what happens on the pitch. I want to see wins. I want to see trophies. This club has been close at times to winning trophies. Never, ever do they back the manager. They always just go, oh, this quality player out, we'll bring in crap in. Just as we go after Richarlison, overpay for him, I believe. And then the rumors were, oh, Anthony Gordon would come in. Maybe they can get Anthony Gordon. What happens there? No, Anthony Gordon doesn't come in. He just gets sold to Bayern. Oh, nope, somebody else jumped in for him. There would have been a bidding war. Huge profit on that. Yeah, the guy sounds like he's, kind of a pain in the tuchus, but who cares, right? Sell him on. That's where the proper recruiting comes in. And that's where I feel like during all this time of, oh, we're not spending money, then act like Bournemouth, Brighton, whoever else you want to bring in there. Recruit like that then. Except recruit to keep the players as opposed to sell them off. Remember, Daniel Levy did not back Harry Kane. Think of that. People are going on now about a striker. Well, guess what? There's Harry Kane. Now, maybe, hopefully, with what's happening, get back in the Champions League, maybe win a cup. There's a striker named Harry Kane that is available on the free in the summer. Who knows? Maybe some conversations through agents, back doors, whatever. Fits the Derby system or not, you make them fit. Okay, quality finisher. We're building this club from the back through the midfield. A lot of people are upset about, oh, where's our offense coming from and all of that. Well, you know what? It's going to come. Again, build from the back, get going. Excuse me. And then maybe Harry Kane comes rolling in the summer. Wouldn't that be absolutely awesome? Fantastic. So anyway, getting back to this Levy thing. Front of shirt sponsors, right? They're going away, right? So you win, you finish 17th. The manager goes all in on it. You win a trophy. You finish 17th. What would you do? Again, we're going to need a front of shirt sponsor. What are you going to do? Back the manager, back the club, build upon the success, build a Champions League team. No, we'll get some kids. We'll get some so-so players from elsewhere that get injured, and you go right back to the same thing. Now, how much power Levy had going into the season, who knows? They could have already had one foot out the door, and the donuts that ran the thing last year were just being their donuts, and they didn't bring in any quality, which was very disappointing. Of course, also what they did in January. The stadium still does not have a sponsorship on it. You could argue brand recognition might be better than whatever millions you could get. But we always heard Levy was holding out for more and more millions. So don't want to get all the math going here, but if you get $10 million a year for 5 years, and that's $50 million, or you hold out 5 years and start getting $12 million, you didn't make as much money on it. Even my little brain can understand that. But again, if maybe the brand recognition bit was what the club felt better than putting out there as far as, bringing in that type of money off of that. So that was one of my things I was kind of upset about and kind of getting bored with. And it was a pretty funny show at points yesterday on the Spurs Talk show. But again, I heard on another channel, same thing too. Oh, now it's the fruits of the labor of bringing in Levy and how Levy, brought the money in and all that stuff. That's just, again, it's such nonsense because he still could have built a competitive team on lower wages and sold them on. Poor scouting, not backing managers. I mean, how much money was wasted on bad managers? Not so much bad managers, but just not backing them. And now I'm saying they're bad managers because we sacked them all. When they brought in Conte, I loved it because I said, we're going to win a trophy or this is going to blow up. And we all know what happened. It blew up. And that rant was true then, and it was true up until possibly De Zerbi walking through the door, and now absolutely with what they've been doing this transfer window. I mean, everything you say, what every manager said to Ange in his interview back earlier in the season, he went through the same thing. Jose, I mean, seriously, you win a trophy with a guy and you go, you got to get out the door because we don't do that here. We don't win trophies. Just the lack of backing and the lack of finding quality replacements has just been insane. People now, we're getting our pants pulled down and, Spurs, I would have negotiated more. Daniel Levy, seriously, you went after players that big clubs did not want and the smaller clubs couldn't afford. So you could walk in there and say whomever, Brighton or whatever, is offering $25 million for somebody, and you could walk in there and go, I'll give you 30. You're not going to get anything else from me. 30's the max. And then you got that player. But if you walked in for a quality player that may be worth 50 million and you go, we'll give you 45, that's it. Then City, Arsenal, United come walking in and they go, we'll give you 50, 60. Boom, done. Deal's done. And oh yeah, by the way, United, they're the new Spurs. Well, the old Spurs. They're not going to overpay for players. They're going to end up signing bang average players. They've got a manager now who's got to balance, and a squad that has to balance Europe and the league. So I think we're going to bypass them. Absolutely. So let me know what you think. Like, hype, subscribe, all that stuff. Maybe we can get up to 20 followers. But I do appreciate the Spurs Hub because because I'm on the Spurs Hub, I guess. So that'd be awesome. Hopefully this gets out to more of you, and hopefully I get a little better at this. I'm struggling to get to 10 minutes because that's kind of what I want to get to right now. We're about 9 minutes in. So let me know what you want to think to. What else you want to talk about? Give me some comments. I do have a full-time job and all that, so it is tough at times to get this through. And sometimes what do I want to talk about and all of that stuff. But this jersey and this one came from OK Jersey. They're not a sponsor or anything. Got the pretty cool Premier League badges on them. Got the Luka Modric going. Be nice to bring him back, but I'm sure he's probably too old and he wouldn't want to do non-Champions League or whatever anyway. But again, to me, there's another player. Like, why not? You build a squad to where then, I know your dream to play here, your dream might be to play there. You can do it here for this badge. And that's what I want. I want players that are here for, they can come for the manager, but fall in love with the badge. Okay? Thank you very much. Like, hype, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.